Hello, this is Trevor Cutmore and welcome to my home. This is Monday, time for my next video. Today I'm talking about finding deals and I've given it a title, WAM, W-A-M. Now I'm going to go through those letters and how they're going to help you find deals. However, stay to the end because I've got a surprise, because I'm going to give one of you the opportunity to come for free and see me do a special thing. Wait to the end. So let's start with W. W is for word of mouth. It's my favorite one. It's number one more than anything else. Now, the people who come on my mentoring program that I work with, I'm mentoring, as we go out, they will see me trying this all of the time. So even when we go to a restaurant or a cafe, as that waiter or waitress is serving us, I'm constantly building a bit of rapport, a bit of a relationship. So there's one recently, she had tattoos. I just started to talk about her tattoos and she started to explain a little bit why she had this one, why she had that one, and the meaning behind them. So I'm building rapport. Later on, as we finished our meal and we're still having, discussing other things, when she came back, I said to her, look, can I ask you a question? Are you, or do you know anyone who might be selling their house or thinking of selling their house at this time? Now, that's a very powerful question because that person will know 30, 40, 50, even 100 people. But then I also say, look, if you don't, could you mention it to the other staff? So all of a sudden, for one little conversation, I've now got a feeler going out that might be reaching 500, 1,000 people. Now, if she was to bring me a contact back, of course, I'm going to be paying her commission and that would be my next conversation. But imagine if you can start to pick properties up without going through agents, without doing anything else, you're direct to vendor before it gets there. It's a very powerful tool for you to use. So, secondly, is the letter A. A for agents. So look, estate agents will have 80-85% of the properties on the market for selling, so you can't negate and leave the agents out of your plan. I know some people that come in and say, oh, I'm not going to use agents. You must, and there are some great deals, but what happens, you bring in competition, and the best thing is to build that relationship again with the agents. Those agents, very powerfully placed. Nothing qualifies you more than buying through them. However, they will move with people that they know, like and trust. That is an investment of your time with them. So buy them a coffee, buy them lunch, get to know them, let them understand. Number one, be honest and straight up with them. So if you're a sourcer, please tell them. Don't go through and then try and buy and then they find out it's not you. You will so annoy them that you'll be blacklisted and they can and may speak to every other agent, and you're blown in that area. You'll get nothing. So be upfront, be honest, and so they know exactly where you're standing. They do not like being manipulated. So look, agents, you must go and see properties, but you must do it wisely. If you are working, if I was working with you, mentoring you, and you're in a full-time employment, I'm going to expecting you to see 40 properties per month. If you're not working, it's 100. But you've got to do it in a wise way. And again, that's a whole nother lesson in itself in how to do that. So you're not going to upset the agents. But what people miss is letting agents. Now, letting agents are incredibly well placed. They've got a number of landlords on their books, obviously. So by going to speak to them and saying, look, have you got any landlords which are tired that want to sell one or two of the properties, or they want to sell their entire portfolio? Currently, I'm working on one deal where there are 6 properties, and we're discussing on how the benefit to the owner through using capital gains tax allowances by allowing to buy one property per year for 6 years using an option agreement. Now with that option, you don't even have to buy it if you're not in a position. You can sell them on the open market, but what you're committing to is to get one property per year for 6 years, and that will benefit the vendor by potentially over £100,000 of extra money purely by doing the option with you. And again, by having the right knowledge can be empowering, not just for you, but in the way that you can get deals to you. So again, if you want some of that, look at our training at the end. Contact me, I can tell you about our training. Now the letter M. M is for marketing, and this is where I find people are the weakest. So you come into property, they want to learn about property, but no one has a leaflet. No one has a business card. No one has a postcard to put up. And this is important. If you want to be out there, so when you're viewing, you should be going and putting a leaflet into some properties. If you see a rundown property, you should stop a car, put a leaflet in, and you should put postcards up and around for people to phone you, have your business cards, so when you go in, you're getting known. This is really, really important to have a marketing strategy. Whether you're putting adverts in newspapers, in certain areas it works really well, in others it's rubbish and I wouldn't do it, all right? So marketing is something that you need to think of and have a part of your strategy by going out and doing something with marketing. Okay, now the last thing, and this is the bonus for you guys, if one of you would like the opportunity to come with me for half a day, I'm going to take you out and I'm going to show you some ninja finding deals. Okay, so I'm not going to explain what this is on the camera. This is something that I use every few months, 3 or 4 months. I go out and I find potential properties for investment. Now, if you would like to come along, I would take a guest, absolutely free. You would come with me for about half a day. I'm going to take you around. I'm going to show you how to find them. There's a bit more work involved, but if you'd like that opportunity, I want you to do a couple of things. I want you to email me, and I would like you to put in the top 3 things that you would like to learn about property journey. And I'd like you to put in the top 3 things that you've learned since you've been on your property journey. Okay, so that's the top 3 things that you want to learn and the top 3 things that you've already learned. Put those to me and a sentence or 2 of why I should be choosing you for this half a day with me, and I will make my decision in about 6 weeks. Towards the end of November, I'll be contacting you, middle of November, I'll be contacting you and I will be asking you to come and we'll arrange a date, and I will show you something that nobody else knows about, and it's something I do every 3 or 4 months to help me progress my property journey. So if that's you, please come along and send me an email and we'll see where we go. Now, lastly, I always leave you with something. Dr. Ed Louis Cole, sadly he's not with us anymore, but he was one of the top salesmen in America. And I had the privilege to meet him. He used me for an example in a huge conference many years ago. But as he would teach about sales and what we're doing is trying to buy property, he would say, Trevor, he said, 50% of salesmen give up after 1 try. 75% give up after 2 tries. 99% give up after 3 tries. He said the ones who succeed are the ones who never fail. So, the ones who never fail or never quit. That's what he said. He said never quit. And that's really interesting, because you and I are going, whether it's the agents giving us no, whether it's the vendors giving us no, you must learn and try and get better. But when we are persistent, and every single businessman I've spoken to in my life says persistence is the key for success, bar none. So be encouraged. If you're on a journey, you're getting a lot of no's, be encouraged. You should celebrate that. You should pick yourself up and say, well, I'm on the right road. It's just a matter of time. Be encouraged. Know that you're getting there, and I wish you every success. Have a wonderful week. Email down here if you want to know about training or anything else. Just drop me a line. I have got my Buy, Refurb, Refinance mentorship group starting this coming Saturday on the 5th of October. If you are interested, I've got 2 spaces left. If you are interested, contact me, drop you a number, and I'll give you a call and we'll have a chat about it. Hey, have a wonderful time. Bless you. Bye-bye.